Nagy szeretettel köszöntök mindenkit ezen a csodás késő őszi napon a török-bálinti horgásztó partjáról, ahová ezúttal egy rendhagyó horgászatra érkeztem, ugyanis nem egyedül, hanem Pascal Vermeulen társaságában fogok horgászni. Pascal Hollandiából érkezett, ő a Nytro márka megálmodója és atya, és a mai horgászat során az a célunk, hogy egy picit megismerje Pascal a magyarországi horgászkultúrát, és olyan tapasztalatokra tegyen szert, amelyeket a későbbiekben a termékfejlesztés során fel tud majd használni. Emellett természetesen a legfőbb célunk az, hogy horgásszunk egy jót, és fogjunk néhány csodálatos pontyot ebből a fantasztikus vízből itt mögöttem. Pascal, good morning and welcome in Hungary.
Good morning, thank you. It's a fantastic place and I've never been here before. It's a huge lake. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? How big is it and what is in it?
Yes, of course. This lake is Lake Török-Bálint, a 27 acres big fishery, which is one of the most popular venues in Hungary. As you can see, this is a massive water with full of fish, so I think every angler can find his entertainment here, as you can fish for both skimmers and for carps.
Okay, now obviously I'm used to fishing maybe 50-60 meters. Is that going to be okay for here?
If you want to catch big carps, it won't be enough. The minimum distance here is 90 meters, so you need to cast at least 90 meters to catch the really big carps.
All right, 90 meters, minimum you say?
Yes.
I've got some new rods and reels with me. We're going to definitely try that. On a method, I think?
Yes, method feeder
All
fishing.
method fishing?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I've got some rods and reels with me that probably can do that, so shall we try?
Yes, of course.
Good,
Let's
do
make
it.
our stuff and the ground baits and come on.
Thank you, come on.
Pascal, if we are talking about method feeder fishing in Török-Bálint, it's all about the different micro pellets, halibut pellets. That is why for today I brought 3 different kinds of our winter pellet boxes. One squid flavored, one pineapple flavored and one mango flavored. The basis of these pellet boxes are the same. These are complex solutions for the autumn and winter occasions. You can see in the box there is 400 grams of micro pellets, 150 milliliters of liquids and one extra hook bait. So what do you think? What can be the best for you today?
Yeah, you just opened the squid one, so I would say let's take the one for squid.
This is yours.
Thank you very much.
To tell the truth, squid is my favorite as well, but as you are the guest, I will choose the mango flavored. Okay?
Well, we're going to see it, thank you.
Okay, let's mix them.
Good.
Pascal,
Yes.
we talked a lot during our trip to the lake about the distance method feeder fishing.
Yeah.
Do you have your exact plan for today regarding the rods and reels?
I do. I've got one rod set up, which is the Horizon Distance Power Feeder. I've got one set up with 160 grams with a regular 5000 Marvelist reel on. And I've got one, if I'm not going to reach it, which is 200 grams, 13 foot, with a 6500 Stark X reel on there. So we're going to try.
Just one thing, this is the usual size of reels in Török-Bálint, so this will be okay, I think.
We'll definitely try this then.
Okay. It seems like today is gonna be really windy. How brave you are? What will be your main distance?
I'm going to try the 90 meters.
Okay.
I'm going to take you up in the challenge. So I'm going to go for that 90 meters.
Okay.
Now, Benzi, I'm doing 90 meters.
Yeah?
What are you going to do? Because it's pretty windy.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. That is why my distance will be 111.
Oh my God.
I need to practice this. So yeah, 111.
Wow.
And we will see.
Okay, good. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do I had a word with Benzi, and basically what he said was, try to catch from about 90 meters. That's where a lot of fish will be. So you first put in a few cages to get some bait out there, maybe 3, 4, without any hook lengths on. So that's what we're doing. Put a little bit of bait out there, cast a few times, get into the rhythm of casting the 90 meters, and then the fish will come. So let's see how that works. Right, I'm hitting the clip. That's already quite something. This was the last cast. I'm going to empty this one. Then I'm going to put a hook length on. And I think I'm going to take one with a red bait on. So I'm using this Distance Power Feeder, 200 grams. It's a new rod that we developed for this season. And you can see that 1/3 is bending really nice. The other 2/3 of the rod are pretty stiff, which is perfect for distance casting. So, you know, these kind of distances that we're doing right now, which is, 90 meters plus, it really handles very well. We're using a pretty thin line, compared to what we would normally use on these distances, I think. We're using a pretty thin line. So they were recommending anything of, 0.20, 0.23. So that's what we're using. We do have a very strong shock leader on. The shock leader goes from 20 to 55, 0.55, which is, it's pretty strong for, where we come from. But here I understand why they need it. I mean, these kind of distances and this type of fishing, it actually needs that extra strength. But the rod is handling really well. These big fish on it as well. It's handling it really well. I wonder what this is going to be, because it feels pretty good. First carp of the day, look at that. And it went for that squitty pallet. Fantastic, look at that. Not the biggest one in the lake, but I love it. Right, I had a number of skimmers now from where I was hoping for carp. I'm having skimmers, so I'm gonna try the strawberry squid and see what that brings me.
So Pascal, at first, please introduce yourself a bit for the Hungarian anglers.
Right, well, I've been around for about 35 years. I started off in a fishing tackle company, just a fishing tackle shop really, measuring bait and doing that kind of things. Mm-hmm. And then I've been working in a company in Holland, in England, in France, in Germany. Then I went back to Holland again. And I've been doing mostly product development. Mm-hmm. The last 7 years, I was more in management and managing the company. But all those other years, I've been doing mostly product development, sourcing, went out to Asia a lot, mm-hmm. And developed lots of products for a number of different major brands in Europe.
I saw the Nytro products during the summer first at our warehouse. So tell me something about the brand itself.
Right, so yeah, the Nytro brand. It's a very new brand. It comes from the UK, and it's originated from the Sonic company, Sonic Sports. Sonic Sports is in carp fishing, and they wanted to build a second leg around coarse fishing. So when I started this in 2022 with the team in the UK, we had a blank sheet of paper, no name, no logo or anything. So from there, that is what we started to do. We started to build, have a look at the market. We wanted to be in the core of the market. We wanted to be a little bit different to what other people were doing already. So we decided to come up with a range of rods, reels, luggage, clothing, some seed boxes, mostly things that are visible on the bank, because within a very short period of time, we wanted to have the name and the brand image and the logo in the minds of the anglers. Now, we are very slowly building that up throughout Europe, step by step. So we started off in the UK and in the Benelux, in Germany and France, and slowly we're building it further. We're now in about 28 countries, and Hungary is one of our countries that we want to put the focus on for this coming season, which is one of the reasons I'm here, because I'd love to know more about how you guys fish so that we can bring products that exactly fit the Hungarian market.
I'm sure that your experience make the brand Nytro successful in the following years, but I have one more question for the end of this part. How could you define the mission of the brand?
Well, our mission for Nytro is we want the angler to feel good. We want the angler to look good on the bank. And one very important thing, we want to bring value for money. So if you are going to be buying a rod or a reel for 20,000 forint, then that needs to be the best rod and the best reel for 20,000 forint that you can get. That is our mission.
Yes! Yeah! What a beautiful mirror.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. What was the hook bait? Please tell me.
Strawberry squid.
Okay.
That was the one.
Okay. So something sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There you go.
Beautiful fish.
Nice, very nice fish. I love fishing this lake.
Yeah.
A great bite. You see that whole tip go round, and then you just know when you feel that, you feel that fish, it's going to be a nice one.
Pascal,
Yes.
previously we talked a lot about the Nytro rods and reels, but I saw a lot of smart and unusual tools around you. Could you please tell me something about these accessories and this really cool box, or maybe the rod rests?
Of course. Well, if you want to talk about, these items here, we call them clip-ons, because literally that's what they do. They clip on. So if you take this one, for instance, I mean, we've all got it that, we'd like to prepare ourselves. So we've got our little rigs with the bait on ready. Now, where would I normally put that? On the side tray? Even if I put that here or here, at some point I'm going to lose them, right? So what we said was, if we've got something that is close to the fire, so I'm working here, I'm putting my bait on my feeder here. If I've got a little tray, a little bait tray, where I can put these little rigs, so that I know that they're always nice and tidy. And that's how we came up with this little clip-on bait tray. So that's that one. So that one over here is our clip-on, specially designed for your landing net. So you can put it over here and then just clip it right there. You've got your landing net. And if you're in windy conditions, you can put that here. That is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to blow away. So that's one. Or on a venue like this or on the river, you clip it right there. You put the handle out there, and that is not going to fall. Because if that is going to fall down and I'm trying to play a fish and I need to go try and grab that, that's not easy.
Yeah.
So we clip it in, we clip it on. That's what we do. Which other one did you want to talk about? That one?
Yes.
You love that box, don't you?
Yes, really much.
So the good thing with that box, it's our double box, yeah? It's a new box that we created. it's got nice big clips on there, right? So double box in the sense of you've got a top department where, you know, I like putting my hook baits. And then you've got the bottom department where you can put your feeders, in this case the methods. Very easy, very easy. What we did not want to do is make a double box that comes in two different ways, two different sides. That is so much easier. So, oh yeah, I love this box. I'm sure you want to get one. Now I'd like to show you something else because we have developed some new steady rests. And steady rest, I'll explain that to you. It does this. So we've got a little rest here, which is like a front rest or a back rest. But the exciting thing about this is that when you turn it, you can actually move that in any position, right? So what you see a lot of the feeder arms these days, they come with like a curve or they come with an angle. But for all those people that have got a straight conventional feeder arm, we like to give them the opportunity to have that same feature. So you can actually put it like that, have your feeder arm out of the way for landing fish, and you have that, you have your rod exactly there where you want to have it. Now, the other steady rest that I would like to show you is this one over here. Once you start using these, you don't want anything else. I know that for sure. Because what this does, first of all, you can click your rod in there so that if you've got a very strong take, the rod is not going to be pulled out. So that is your advantage. Now there's other rod rests that do the same thing, but what this one does, you can actually move that one. And by moving that one means that you can put, if you look at the tip, you can actually put less or more pressure on your tip, which is great for skimmer fishing. But in this particular case, when you're fishing on a very long distance and you need to tighten your monofilament, that means, you know, at some point you get to a point where, you know, am I going to move the feeder, yes or no? And Tommy Pickering always says, don't move the feeder. So you can just adjust the back of your rod and get enough tension on the tip so that every go is a go for you. So steady rest.
Pascalhoz hasonlóan természetesen én is a nagy távolságú metodféder horgászatot helyeztem előtérbe a mai pece során. Én azonban tőle egy picit beljebb nyúltam, és 110, most pedig már 115 méteren próbálok meg halat fogni. Szerencsére sok kapás van, tetszenek a halaknak a bejuttatott csalogatóanyagok, úgyhogy most sem csalódtunk Törökbálintban. Az én kosaramba reggel óta a mangós Winter Pellet Box kerül, ami most már kezd elfogyni, úgyhogy kevertem egy másikat, egy squideset, mint ahogyan Pascal is tette ezt reggel. A csalik közül pedig eddig egyértelműen a hallisztes Concours Twister bizonyult a legfogósabbnak. Nekem egyébként is tapasztalatom már itt évek óta, hogy a barna színű csalik nagyon-nagyon jól működnek a hideg vízben, úgyhogy nem meglepő, hogy ma is ez a csali viszi a prímet. Több alkalommal is az aromákhoz kellett nyúljak, hiszen a Natur töltetre nem mindig volt kapásom, ezek közül pedig eddig a chili tintahalas adta a legtöbb halat, jó néhány fújás a töltet közepébe, majd a tetejére, és hogyha így vetettem be a készségemet, akkor nem ritkán percen belüli kapásaim voltak. How do you feel it?
Yeah, I think it's a nice fish. It's a nice fish. I think it's about...
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those commons again, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think it's bigger than any of the commons we caught today.
Yeah, it looks a nice fish.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is definitely a bigger one. Yeah.
More than 6 kilos for sure.
Very nice common. Didn't have a big common yet, so very pleased with that one. Nice. Look at those tails on there.
Jól mutatja a halfogás ütemét, hogy miközben Pascal éppen visszaengedte az előző szép 5-6 kg-os tükrösét, nekem is kapásom volt, hál' Istennek így megy ez már reggel óta, úgyhogy nagyon-nagyon jól szórakozunk. Oh, I think that this is your biggest fish today.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it
fantastic,
is. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. Look at that. And you say there's bigger ones out here?
Yes, of course. 2 times bigger one. Even 3 maybe.
Let's try and get some of those then.
Pascal, I think we need to finish fishing because it's going to be dark soon. So that was for today. What are your thoughts about fishing in Hungary?
I absolutely love this place. You know, it will definitely not be the last time I've been here. It's been fantastic. We caught loads of fish. The fact that I've been casting up to 94 meters has been amazing. Couldn't have done that without your advice. And I realized that you need to be casting that sort of different distances if you want to be a good angler, right?
Yeah, in Hungary sometimes this is the only key of catching fish. The distance, 90 meters, 100 meters and no limit.
It's fantastic. So thank you very much. I will be back and we'll see each other again.
Okay, I really enjoyed this day.
Thank you.
And thank you for the attention as well. Hamarosan besötétedik, úgyhogy bármennyire is nehéz szívvel tesszük mindezt, be kell fejeznünk a horgászatot és elkezdeni összepakolni, hiszen mégiscsak október végén járunk. Azt gondolom, hogy egy fantasztikus napot tölthettünk el itt Törönkbálinton ismét, és nagyon sok hasznos tapasztalattal gazdagodtunk, természetesen én is és Pascal is. Az ő célja a mai napra az volt, hogy egy picit megismerje, hogy hogyan horgászunk mi itt Magyarországon. Azt gondolom, hogy ez maximálisan teljesült, és még rengeteg szép halat is fogtunk. Ettől többre azt gondolom, hogy nem is vágyhattunk volna, úgyhogy egy igazán tartalmas napon vagyunk túl. Szeretném megköszönni mindenkinek a megtisztelő figyelmet, találkozunk legközelebb is, a viszontlátásra!